Welcome back to Pierce We're Exploring. Today, I'm having a very special conversation with two inspiring community leaders who are doing incredible work right here in Durham region and the Greater Toronto area. I'll be speaking with founders of Black Jewel, a Black led and Black serving nonprofit organization, and AFIYU
You
Enterprise,
got it.
a non-profit that empowers Caribbean and African Canadian youth through mentorship, mental health awareness, and cultural education. Together, these two organizations have teamed up to host a fundraising event, and that will raise funds to strengthen and uplift the Black community.
Yep.
Did I say that right?
You did.
So let us welcome our guests. Thank you both so much for joining me today.
Wonderful. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
having
Thank you
us.
for having
You're
us,
welcome.
Pauline.
You're welcome. So before we get into it, I would like you to introduce yourself to our audience.
All right. And before I start, I got to say, as a true Jamaican, you said it right. I feel you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, yeah, my name is Andrea Thomas.
Yes.
And I'm founder of AFIYU Enterprise.
Mm-hmm.
And AFIYU, as you know, means it is for us. It is yours.
Yes.
So whatever we have belongs to you, and that's the premise behind it. Where all the youth that we bring in, it is for them. It is for you. But it's also an acronym that's affiliation for inspiring youth upliftment.
Yes.
And that's what we're aiming to do: uplift the youth, inspire them.
Yes.
To be great.
Yes.
And give back in the community.
Very good. Very good. And now over to you, Miss Black Jewel.
Hi, and thank you again for having us. My name is Donna Mae Griffiths. I'm the founder of Black Jewel. Black Jewel really came to me as an organization that is dedicated to serving the Black community. I wanted to do that because I felt over the years that I've lived in this country, which is over 50 years, I found that there are very few spaces for us to gather as a community, to get to know each other, to strengthen each other. That is the way things worked for us in our heritage. When you go back to Africa, we came from villages, and they always talk about it takes a village to raise your family, to just to do things, right? And I don't see as much of that in Canada, and I haven't seen it over the years. So I started the quest of building Black Jewel to create this third space, this space that is other than our work and our home, a space that is dedicated to the Black community. All of the other ethnic groups that come into Canada, they have their third space. They have a space where their community can gather and strengthen each other. And so that is my mission. That's a big part of my mission. So
that's good. That's good. And for you to name your organization Black Jewel, what was behind that?
Well, Black Jewel was a name. My mother, who's deceased now, back in the 80s, had her own business. She was the first entrepreneur I knew, and she named it Black Jewel. So it's a legacy name. Yes. I thought it was such a cool name to have, because it represents all of us. Yeah. And it reminds us that we are all jewels. We're not, the way community society tends to look at Black people as, oh, they're frightening, or you know what I mean? We don't know, we're not intelligent, we don't know how to do things, and that's not true, and You know, so if we have to learn to uplift ourselves.
Yes.
And so having a be having a name like Black Jewel, I guess, reminds us that we are jewels too.
It is perfect.
Yeah.
I think it's perfect. And I love AFIYU because it's just ours, right? So that's so good. My other question that I have for both of you, how you got connected for this initiative? Did you know of each other before?
You want to answer that question?
First?
I was just going to say, you want to answer that? You can start.
Well, Andrea and I have known each other for many years.
Oh,
we attended the same church. It's been over 25 years or so. Our kids grew really.
Yeah.
Our kids grew up together.
I've been in the church close to 30.
Okay. And we met shortly after you joined, I believe.
Yeah. We met at Centennial College.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
She was recruiting me for church.
That's good.
It was good. It was good because here I am.
Yeah.
So how did this idea now of this initiative, fundraising initiative between both of you?
Well, I would say that's Andrea's call. Why don't you share a little bit about that?
Okay. Yeah. Well, it's I think it was a natural progression. We've been talking about collaborating. We do the same things.
We have similar mandates.
We live in the same world, really. So when this is our annual fundraiser that we do, and it started with being about Black excellence. One of the things that we try to portray to youth is that they can be anything. Right? And whatever we do, we want to be excellent at it. And so, hence the name Black Excellence. We want to portray to them the excellence that we as Black people, just like Black Jewel, we as Black people have done over the years. And so, when we decided on the name for the fundraiser, of course, Black Jewel was a natural progression. So I said, "Do you want a partner?" Yes. She said, "Sure."
And I'd like to say a little bit more about that. I think it's one of the reasons we want to collaborate and partner is because it is an area that we need to strengthen as a community. We have to learn how to work together. Oftentimes, we see other small businesses and nonprofits, and they're all just kind of on their own, trying to figure it out on their own. And I know we have that tendency to do that as well, but this is a muscle we have to build. It's learning how to collaborate and partner, and it's hard work, so, and it's not easy because we've had our, well, I want to do it this way, and so it does take humility, and it does take just perseverance and having a vision that, okay, we're going to make this happen.
And it's and I think, as we've been talking about, we're not very good as our people working together. And so working together, we have to iron out the kinks. Because we all have our individualism and we all have our own mission.
Yes.
But it's finding a way to, bring the mission together. Because we all want to, as somebody said, we all want to save the world, and so it's finding a way to do that collaboratively, so so it's been good. And Donna Mae, she's much nicer than I am.
Nice.
So she'll say, yeah, okay, we'll do it this way.
And what do they say about teamwork makes the dream work?
Yes,
absolutely. And so I gather from both of you, and I think I've read it, that you're in the Toronto area, or is your nonprofit in the Toronto area?
Well, we serve Durham. Yeah, we serve Durham and parts of Scarborough.
We serve Durham. All of Durham. Okay, so it's not that you're specifically in the same. You serve Durham, but you can collaborate and you focus on two different things. Because I know you're mental health and health, and Donna Mae is another part where She's Black Joel, where she's doing. I know you're doing some financial
workshops,
educations, workshops.
So
Right.
So within the mission of building a community space, the foundation is dedicated to capacity building for the community. So when I say capacity building, there's a couple of initiatives that I have going right now. That is this one here. We're in this space where we have a collection of books that are Afrocentric. They're written and dedicated to our community, but not only to our community, because I think some of the things in these books help other people know about us in a way that they don't understand. The way they kind of see us as they very from a curious perspective. Oh, look at your hair, it's different. Oh, your skin is this color. And so these books are written for children, but it also teaches all of us about experiences that we don't quite understand, or sometimes we don't even embrace about ourselves. So I think it's so important for children to have the opportunity to learn even about themselves, especially because we live in Canada, and we're integrated into the society, and so sometimes it's a little bit harder to figure out, well, why is my hair this texture? Everybody else's hair is straight, and I'm like,
why do I speak like this? Why do my parents speak like that?
Yeah, you're right. And so that's what these initiatives are dedicated to us, to help strengthen us, to build self-esteem. I mean, at the very basic, it's literacy, right? Which you can't ever go wrong with that. But again, they get to know a little bit about their heritage, about who they are, who their grandparents and parents, or where they came from. And so that's one initiative. The other one I have is workshops. It's a financial empowerment workshops. As a community, it is an area that we all need to strengthen. We all need to have tools in our toolbox. We have to learn how to manage wealth and pass it on to the next generation, so that we can continue to grow as a community. They talk about the fact that the Black dollar stays in the Black community for like one cycle, and there are other ethnic groups where their dollars stay in their community for forever, 10 or 20 cycles. We just haven't figured out how to make that happen. And so there's so many topics you can focus on when it comes to that. So it's about capacity building, in the mission of creating that third space. I want to invite community organizations like Andrea, who are dedicated to serving the Black community, because a lot of times people don't know that there is a AFIYU out there. And they don't know that there's a space called AFIYU that teaches African dance. So I mean, I'm not exactly sure who will take up space in that third space, but it's a way for us to come together and to it's a broader form of collaborating and partnering and building us up as a community.
That's very good. You had something to say?
Well, no, I was just gonna say, and it just shows the cohesiveness, right? Because we do the same thing for youth. So teaching them finances pretty much from an early age, so that by the time they get to there, and it's something that's lacking. I wasn't taught that when I was younger about managing finances, and so we're very intent on providing those kind of resources from a young age for the kids.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that we dig a little deeper into that, because I just want to show our audience, our subscribers, that even though you're a nonprofit organization, you do different things also,
right?
in the community.
Yeah.
And my next question is, how do you now measure the impact or success How do you measure the participation, community feedback, or visible change? Do you see a change or your organization changing lives in the community? If you have a story, it would be good to tell us if you have seen that.
Mm.
You want to share?
I
Because
yeah, I can
I feel
share.
like my organization is still growing. I
Yeah.
feel
Yes,
like we're at a very early
early
stage where
okay.
I call
Yeah.
myself grassroots.
Me too.
You have to start
Yeah.
somewhere.
But
Yeah.
yes, so
Yeah.
maybe.
Well, I guess mine is a little bit more measurable, right? Because we
Mhm.
get impact statements from parents.
Mhm.
And I just got one recently,
Mhm.
just through the mentorship. So I don't know if I've mentioned that the core of AFIYU is mentorship.
Mhm.
So we partner men, Black men.
Yes.
You know, in the beginning, I was kind of timid in saying that
Mhm.
Black men for Black
Yeah.
boys,
Mhm.
but that's what we do. And so so far, so they start from age 9, the mentorship, up to 16. We just had one youth reach that point where he's out of the program, and his mom has written about, and we're hoping to maybe
Mhm.
highlight it at the fundraiser, where he's there's been a big change in him from when he started to now. He's finished at 16, and his mentor is still in his life. They hang out. He takes him out, and so it's measured that way. And I keep saying
Amazing.
each time I want to quit,
Mhm.
that one story,
Yes, that story.
yeah, that one story says that it's needed and it's making a difference.
Very good.
Um,
Nice.
and the youth in the community, just even in the Durham region, I go around, I go to the libraries, and I just see them hanging out.
Mhm.
Um, and the impact of having support of
Mhm.
somebody
That's
just
huge.
walking with them is
Mhm.
huge. So that's our mission, that's our goal.
That's good.
Hmm.
And sometimes they might be from single parent households.
They're
And
primarily from single parent households.
Yeah.
Most of the parents that we have are single moms.
mm, support is so
Yeah.
good.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna go back to the campaign,
Okay,
the
good.
fundraising.
Yes,
I'm
you're so good.
excited.
You're so good.
I got my tickets.
Oh,
Yay!
yes.
So
Yes.
I'll be there.
Yes.
Um, I just want to, what are the main goals and how will the funds be used to support your programs? So people are watching, would like to be
Hmm.
a part of it. We want to know what are the main goals after
Yeah.
this fundraising or why you're having the fundraising.
Yeah. So besides the the monetary portion of it that we're seeking, for us, uh, funding from government funding has
Mhm.
depleted.
Yes.
Yes,
And so we're relying more and more on fundraisers and things
yes.
like these to survive. It's to expand our program, some of the programs that we're doing going into the new year. When we do the fall fundraiser, that's one of the goals. But besides the monetary, we want to make an appeal. We're hoping to make an appeal. Um, we want Black men as mentors.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's one of the challenges that we've had, just
Mhm.
getting men to. And I do understand the commitments and people are busy, but yeah, so we're going to use it to make that appeal. I know Black Jewel is going to do the same. But yeah, one of the goals, and it's also to let people know more about what we do as well.
Yeah. So, if I can share, I I know one of my aches and pains of being a founder of a nonprofit is being trying to do it alone, right?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
building a volunteer base for sure is one of the appeals that I want, but building a community space
Mhm.
is not just something that one woman can do. It's not a
No,
one
That's
woman
right.
job. And so my appeal also will be to the community to come together, because I think if we can build this village,
yes.
Mm.
as individuals, we can build the space that I believe will have impact for
Mhm.
generations and generations to come. So the fundraising, of course, is to go towards programming as well. Continued programming. I want to continue the financial workshops. I want to expand in even bringing um, mental health services to the community, because when you look around the community, I mean, we live in a country where healthcare is at our fingertips. We don't have to dig into our pockets too far to get healthcare. And now they've come up with the federal dental program, which I see advertising on TV now. But mental health, and there's a lot of buzz around mental health, the importance of it. I mean, I've lived my whole life without going to a therapist, but now that I look back, I'm like, man, I really could have used somebody to help me with a few things.
We all could at some point.
But it wasn't really part of my, I guess some of the things that we were taught to do, because as West Indians, we look at mental health as, it's got that astigmatism that goes with it, you're crazy, all that kind of stuff. Really, So I want to try and expand and bring those types of services to the community, but in a way that it introduces them. I mean, I won't be able to do everybody's mental health journey, but maybe find partners who can help to introduce it to them in a way that is will help them on their own personal journeys. So
and that's so true, because sometimes we don't understand our well-being needs taken care of, and we look at people, we have this stigmatization of people who have issues, and that was going to be my next question, but you have answered it. And I just want to make a call out for you that if we have some investors who would like to help in this area, in this initiative, that would be great.
That would be amazing.
So that's so important. Now, and I guess, how can community members, donors, business people get involved or support your mission beyond just financial contribution? And you talk about volunteering, right? So you need volunteers.
We need mentors. We need mentors, and we want to do a call out for mentors. Volunteers, but mentors. We need men. We need you. We need the men. I just got a call on my way here, for a boy who is 9.
9 years old.
Who they're seeking support for him, so we need men. The need is great. So I want to make that call out.
Amen.
So what are the challenges then in sustaining funding, and awareness for Black-led and Black-serving nonprofits? Because sometimes you'll hear about government initiatives, government supports through agencies, and all that. I thought you just had to fill out an application.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump on it quickly because I know you're gonna segue into what you're trying to do. Yes. But I think one of the biggest challenges is that, and it's in a sense it's a good thing, because there are many of us trying to do the same thing, right? There are many of us, and so the numbers are great. So there is competition for funding. I was at a conference yesterday where a few of the funders were there, and they talk about, they get hundreds of applications, and they can give out like less than 30. So the challenge is the competing. But one of the things that we've talked about, which is what Black Jewel wants to do, is to bring grassroots organizations together with the same mission, where then we can collaborate and maybe go after the funding under one umbrella, right? And so that will, lessen the competition per se.
Yeah, it's strategic. It's a strategic plan,
Whatever you do,
Yeah.
and I think it's a win-win for everybody,
Yes.
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
And we can share resources, we can share our ideas, you know, and not always find ourselves duplicating. It's like, oh yeah, somebody had one of those events last week. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness, sorry.
Yeah.
And you know, it you know, things like that, you know, it's great, it's wonderful to know that there are people thinking like me, but you know, we really do have to learn to, you know,
Yeah.
find each other and work together.
Collaboration is
Yeah.
key.
And as I said, she's nice, but you know,
Yeah.
I'll say it a little bit more. We as Black folks need to know how to work together.
Yep.
There is a Pacific Mall. There is a Hindu mall.
Yeah.
You know, we need to learn to work together. We have brilliance. We have brilliance in
Brilliant
our
people.
community. We have brilliance.
Yeah.
When I listen to some of these Black organizations with the ideas they have, yeah. So we need to learn to come put it all together. We need and you know, hearing from the funders, they value collaboration.
They do.
They really do. You know. So yeah.
I think their dollars go a lot further when we do that.
Yeah.
You know. So and the community benefits. So a win-win.
I like the collaboration. I like the idea of the mall.
Listen.
Where I can go, I know where I'm spending my money. You should work on that.
Yeah. So investors, y'all out there, you have money.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have money.
We do.
And like
I see the houses, I see the cars. We have money.
I always like to say you can't take it with you either.
No,
you
you
know.
can't.
Like it was
I think it's, you know, nobody's asking for all your money, just a little bit, you know.
Yeah, but it's for the greater good, you know. I deal with the youth, and it's for their future. It's for their future. So,
yeah. I think what you're saying is we have to make sure we're leaving a legacy for them. You know, they are. It's a shame to know that we have to struggle to leave a legacy behind after all of the years and work and hard work and dedication that we've put into our lives here, you know. And there is something out there that talks about the fact that, you know, this is the first generation that is not going to do as well as us, as the one before. So, you know, we've come a long way from where we came from, but you know, we have to really work hard to make sure that they're good moving forward, because they're an extension of us.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And
listen, they're gonna be taking care of us.
Yeah,
so they gotta be good.
Yeah,
you know.
So we gotta instill the values for them, you know, as well.
That's good. And regarding collaboration, I like the idea that that groups, nonprofit groups, are thinking of coming together under one umbrella where they can apply for funding and all that. Because I think one of the things people are a little wary of is that I love to attend banquets and events. You know, my husband and I. So we go to different things, and we don't want to go here, there, there, there. I just like the idea that you're coming together to partner in this initiative, so we can come to one event, and then we have a group of people. You know what I mean? So it is a good thing. What are your future goals and upcoming projects? Because we want to be a step ahead. We want to know what's coming up so we can prepare. Or you haven't gone that far yet?
Oh, I'm there. I'm there. And you know, Andrea and I are always having this conversation about having that third space is her organization is going to be there. Her organization is going to have access to the space to bring youth together, to bring mentors together, to have those workshops and events and stuff like that. So I see a bricks and mortar in my future, in our future. And I you know, when I look at the GTA, you know, it is starting to happen. And if you look at the areas like Eglinton and Marley area downtown. They have the NIA Center, which is, built for arts and culture and different things. And at Bathurst, I'm not exactly sure what the other cross street is, but there's another one called Blackhurst Center. The east end of the city, we don't have any place. We don't have a space that's dedicated to the community. So that is the ultimate goal for me, the ultimate mission, and to bring these organizations under the bricks and mortar. So.
And there's also a space where it's going to be rental spaces, like if you want to have weddings, receptions. It's a multi-purpose.
Absolutely.
Multi-purpose.
Multi-purpose, for sure. But what I also, and I didn't mention before, is the performing arts.
Yes.
We love perform. We love to go to see plays and to see, musical events. There's so many things that
exhibitions.
Yeah, we as a community, that we can enjoy under that roof that is geared to us. Art exhibitions, we've done art exhibits, we've done cultural shows. There's so much. And again, a space that's dedicated to us, where people know, hey, you know what, if I go here, I'm going to find something that is from my community where I can enjoy and learn.
And not having to go to theirs where they have to lock off part of it.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Anyway. So I'm sorry. My Jamaican is coming out when I'm passionate. But,
okay.
There you go.
You don't need to apologize.
Yeah. So, well, we have a few projects coming up. There's one that I want to highlight. Our Black Youth Symposium. It's going to be focused on mental health. As well, mental health of Black youth is huge. Mental health is huge, but for Black youth, so that's going to be coming up next year. And if I can also use this opportunity to highlight another initiative that we have, that's I'm really passionate about. We do a writing competition for youth, where we get youth to submit pieces of work relating to their black
experience,
and we've had a couple of wonderful. We'll have one at one of the youth poets at the event.
Yes.
But we've just had amazing youth. We had a 12-year-old who could write like, so we want to highlight that. We need support for that.
Right.
And then what it is, at the end of it, we have a mentorship portion of it where we get a mentor to mentor the youth. So that's another initiative. But we have so many stuff and so many ideas.
I just want to say something to that, Andrea, and I think you always amaze me, of course, with all the work that you're doing. But I think one thing that is lacking in our community is the fact that we don't lift up brilliance, especially at a young age. Why is it, this is the first time hearing of this, what you're sharing. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it just makes me feel so proud of you, and proud of the fact that, this is something that we, this is an area of growth for us, but something that we need to do. We need to make them feel special. We need to make them feel honored, and so that they can continue to grow and build, right? And who better than their community? It's our responsibility to do that. We can't depend on anyone else to do it for us.
True. No, okay. You're right. I agree.
It's the right time, I think, for us to think about these things.
Yeah.
Because property is not easy to find. So, it's a good way, because I know in Durham, if you're thinking of Pickering, Ajax, Oshawa, you have to get some existing building, or build your home.
I will say that one of the reasons that I picked this area is when you look at the stats, the census that was done 2016 and 2020, it shows that Ajax is one of the fastest growing areas for Black people in Canada. Um, I think the last census, 2024, there was one. There wasn't one last year, but I know that Brampton is right up there.
Yes.
It's the other place. Yeah. And so for us to have us, for us to, again to come together and create that space here where there is that concentration of Black people, just like the, where the Eglinton and the Bathurst, other community centers are. They're centered around large groups of Black community. Here is the next space that needs to happen. So.
So my next question: have you approached the mayors, Pickering, Ajax?
Well, I have a lot of work to do, like I said, and so this is some of the things. This is why I need volunteers and support. Yes. Andrea has been very instrumental in helping to introduce that. That is an area that she's a lot more adept at than I am. But again, it is an area that someone's looking for you.
So of course, we have heard it all, and therefore we have to focus on what the plans are and keep everything in the forefront, because nobody said it was going to be easy, right?
Yeah.
It's hard work. So as we continue looking ahead and look at what we have done in the past, you think we're on the right track? We're going in the right direction?
I think you just said it. I think we're at a pivotal time. I think there's no better time than now. I think when it started during COVID, when everybody was aligned, I think we're at that time now where now is as good a time as any. I think it is much better than years ago because there's an awareness now. There's an awareness both within our community as well as outside of our community. So I think I see a better future.
That's good.
Well said.
And for young people who are watching and would like to get involved, do you have that type, for a young person? You're talking about late teens, university. What do you think? What do you think, it's about time they come in? Do you have any plans for that?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. We have young people coming in. In terms of the mentorship, we've been approaching like universities. To get university students to mentor. But besides that, we offer volunteer hours for sure.
Oh, you do?
We do, and
High
we
school,
also
For high school,
absolutely, and university too.
absolutely, yeah. We run summer camps. AFIYU runs summer camps,
Yes.
and we've been getting a lot of high school students to get their hours through that. And out of it, even though they come in and they want their high school hours, but out of it they love it, so they've come back
keep
for a
coming
couple
back.
of years, But yeah, so we do offer those opportunities.
That is good, because I know university students also need the hours, especially for the social work programs. And this is a good way to get into the workforce, volunteering.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, thank you for all your questions.
Yes.
Is there anything else?
Do you have any final thing you wanted to say before I ask my final question?
Well, we're making an appeal in the last couple of days for the fundraiser.
Yes.
It's gonna be really good. I can
Yes.
guarantee the cook, the chef, the catering. There's gonna be good food. There's gonna be there's gonna be
I'm ready.
Yes, it's gonna be, and it's it's the cause is good, but also the vibe is gonna be good. So yeah, we're making we need to sell some more tickets.
Yes.
We're seeking sponsors as well.
Yes.
We have a really good sponsorship program. We're offering quite a few things, but and then there's a raffle and
Oh, well, there's a raffle. There's also a silent auction.
Yes.
And you forgot to mention our guest speaker, Dwayne Morgan, is going to be joining us, and he's our keynote speaker.
Yes.
We have a band, we have a DJ. It's just gonna be, it's a full evening. So come with your dancing shoes on, and you know, it's just gonna be a really good time for everybody.
We did not say the date.
Saturday, October 25th, and it's here in Pickering at the Chestnut Hill Banquet Hall. Remember that? That's a community.
Yeah.
But yes, Dwayne Morgan, and a lot of people. That's a name that a lot of people would know. He is the epitome to me of Black excellence. Hence him being our main guest speaker.
Can't wait to hear him speak.
Yeah.
And so we've come to the final question. What message would you like to leave our audience with today about the importance of unity, community building, and supporting our own? We talk about it, but give me a quick, just a little summary. What do you want to tell our audience? Because we already stated that we don't do too well with togetherness. So what message regarding unity, community building, and supporting our home?
Well, the only thing that I can think of to say is we need to honor our past. We need to celebrate the present and ignite the future.
Awesome.
Powerful.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. What she said.
Do you agree?
I agree wholeheartedly.
I agree. That's a good way to end it.
Yeah. No, this is great though. You guys are amazing, and I'm just I'm proud to see our people. We're sitting here with a microphone, and one of the things that I should say quickly too is that
that's okay.
We have a platform, and that's what I think about. We have a platform. We're not big up there, but we have a platform, and so my message using this platform is unity. We really need to learn to come together. Yeah. Somebody should write a book on that.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Coming together as a people.
We're living it. It's happening.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? At the end of this, we can both write books because just write the stories.
We're gonna call
tell
you.
us everything. You'll find a nice backyard name.
True.
And you too. You have
Backyard.
something So you can think about your next book.
True.
So this was really great.
Thank you.
And I did enjoy it meeting you ladies, and I'm looking forward to the future, to all the plans that you have. Please include us. I'll be attending and supporting you.
Oh, thank you.
So
for
thank you both for sharing your stories, your vision, and your heart for the community. I realize you really love your community. And what you're doing is very transforming. It transforms lives, make it better. And if we build a strong foundation for the future generation, I can see good things in the future for the Black people, not only in Durham, but I know you're going to collaborate all across Ontario, if not Canada.
Amen.
Absolutely.
Amen.
So to the viewers, if you'd like to support these initiatives, I strongly suggest you go online. I'll put all the information on there, the website, how you can purchase a ticket if you'd like to attend, not if you're going to attend.
Yes.
So I'll put all that information. I have the card, one of the cards here, and I will be putting a copy of this in the comment section so you can get all the information. Okay, and also for donation, you'll have information on how you can donate. I think nothing is too small
Nope.
or too large.
Nope.
So you can always donate to this cause. So remember, every contribution, whether your time, your presence, or your donation, helps strengthen this collective fundraising. So thank you for watching. And until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep lifting each other up.